3 weeks. I came from the Govardhan retreat with Borajan and Satyananda Swami, which was, the only word is transformational. And we're going to IIT and with Prem Kishore and a bunch of others. We're in Leela Purushottam, and we're doing 2 back-to-back Bhaktivedanta Institute type conferences. And Prem Kishore is really impressing us with his work with the ISS. Very, very impressive.
I started that.
I know.
Yeah,
He told me he was doing congregational preaching, and you said, no, this is more important. And you told him to stop the congregational preaching and do this.
Institute of Science and Spirituality.
Yeah, yeah. It's a very clever name. Very clever name. You did something wonderful there. I was just listening to, reading about a conversation. It may have been Prabhupada's very last conversation, 22 hours before he left us. And he told Sarup Damodar, he was preaching to him the importance of life comes from life. And that may have been Prabhupada's last conversation on any substantive matter. So what you did with Prem, I've been working with Prem for about 4 or 5 years, and he keeps impressing me. They're not only doing presentation, but they're doing very important research into the nature of consciousness. It's impressive. And now he has a grant from the government.
Yeah. Yes.
His grant is more than the BBT gives the whole BI. Very impressed.
We have also Leela Purushottam.
Yes.
He is a director in IIT Mandi.
We know, we will be, that's why we are going to Mandi.
We're flying there tomorrow, up to Chandigarh, to Mandi. Leela Purushottam, he's doing incredible work. Also inspired by you, I know. Incredible work.
I'm at the background, but
Yeah, but when you give your blessing to their work, it means a lot, and they take it seriously.
we are going to have a big conference in Monday, I think on 14th.
2 conferences.
Yeah.
One, yes, the 14th, that is organized by Mandi itself. But we have been working with Leela Purushottam and connecting him with other parts of the BI. And one of our devotees, Kumudvan Rajesh, is organizing a conference before the Mandi one, in Mandi, on the research that is going on. And that's bringing together more devotees. So we're trying to make this as powerful as possible.
Leela Purushottam wants Maharaj to come in a big program. He invited Maharaj, but I'm not sure that I can go.
It's not such a good time of year to go. It's very cold there.
Yes.
It's a hard journey.
It's a hard journey because you have to fly to Chandigarh and then 3-4 hours in a car. I mean, it's wonderful to have you there. Yeah.
I'm not going.
It's a good decision.
You are planning some conferences?
You just had one in November.
We just did 2 things. We did a major cosmology conference, international conference based at our headquarters in Gainesville. We were donated a beautiful mansion for our headquarters. Hridayanand Maharaj arranged that for us. And so we had an International Cosmology 5th Canto issues. But in August, the TOVP Museum assigned to the Bhaktivedanta Institute the mission of figuring out the exhibits. So simultaneous with that conference, the whole month of November, we had Akhandadhi flew in, and Krishna Kshetra Maharaj was there, and Dhruta Karma, and 2 astronomers, astrophysicists, philosophers, quantum physicists. So we spent a whole month doing what I like to call our nerd program, figuring out what's the best way to present science for the museum. Akhandadhi's heading this up. He's the creative, the content director for the museum now. And the BI is supplying supporting staff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember that you were in Temple President Manor.
Yes, you gave a lot of help to our campaign. It was a huge support. Right.
You are cultivating Hinduja family?
Yeah.
Not so much, of course. SP died this year,
Yes.
but I met the only person I've really met in the last couple of years is Gopi, and he wasn't very interested. And then I met Shanu at the temple, and she was just complaining about the brothers, what they did to her dad. What did she say? Well, there was a fight over the bank. I think they tried to say Sri Chand wasn't up to it anymore mentally, and therefore they should take charge themselves. So kind of that tightness of the brothers fell apart.
How was the manor in doing the manor? Manor is doing okay?
The manor is doing very well. You know, it's financially very successful. It's got a huge program for its congregation. It has great educational programs. Of course, it's well established with the government and funding the schools.
A great president.
We've got a great president with Vishaka. At the same time, we've also been running some research to find out how we can do more for the Western outreach. We are concentrating too much and in many ways too successful for the local Hindu community, and perhaps there's not the same focus and concentration on the rest of the population of Britain.
I tell devotees that mainly we are focusing on Indian devotees, not focusing on Western.
Yeah, religionized. I was part of that. That was my job. But yes, we need to rebalance.
Yes.
We have, the devotees who are coming from the Hindu community are wonderful devotees. But when others come, they just feel, oh wow, this is great, but where do I fit in?
Yeah, and Paschatadesatadane, Prabhupada's mission is to the West, and he said the Indians are our best friend.
Same in America.
Sometimes difficult to speak.
Yeah. We're just so happy to see you.
He's having little bad throat from last 1 week.
What's the cause?
Dry cough.
Why?
He's coughing a lot. Delhi pollution also.
You have air purifier? And everything?
Yeah, we have purifier. Air purifier.
Today the pollution's less.
Yes, today is less.
Yeah. When Maharaj was a grahasta, he was very kind and took good care of me. Sometimes he'd have me stay overnight at his apartment. He would meet me for lunch at his desk at his job, and because I was just kind of a new lost soul, and I always remember how kind you were to me and took such good care of me. I'm always so grateful.
Talking about conferences, you should mention Life Comes from Life.
Oh, this is very important, and you have to be there for this. In 1997, we did the Life Comes from Life conference. Of course, you were there with Prabhupada, and you know, Sri Damodar and Sadhapita and myself and Jnana Madhava. We presented a Life Comes from Life. So we're planning to do the 50th anniversary in 2027 in Vrindavan. And again, we're going to do Prabhupada's formula, invite very important people. But this time, we have 50 years of thinking about it. And we think we can really make a much stronger case that life comes from life.
You want to do program in Vrindavan?
In Vrindavan, Panchagoda, I talked to Panchagoda last week. He's totally on board. He says we can use the new Krishna Balaram Hall. He'll reserve guest rooms for our distinguished guests. We would likely do it before Kartik, because when we did it, Kartik is too crazy in Vrindavan now. It's just wall-to-wall people. So Panchagoda says do it for Kartik, but we did it in 1997. We did it a month before Kartik, October 14th that year. And so we're thinking of doing Life Comes from Life 50 years later.
Yes, sir. There is no way to work with Rasraj.
That's a really good question. I tried and I tried many times, but Rasaraj is a lone wolf, and he just, I'm working with all the old Sri Damodar people. They joined the Gaudiya Math, but we brought them to our conference. They attend our Zoom meetings. They send their people to us. Akhandadhi just spoke at one of their conferences. We keep good relations with everybody, but except Rasaraj is just, I can't figure out a way. But what you ask is an important point. I wish I could, but, and he's even arguing with Leela Purushottam over something silly on Rasaraj's part. And so I just leave. Rasaraj is always welcome, but I just leave him alone because he wants to be a lone wolf. Did I put that correctly? When we're too much from Raj, you tell us. I love the way you take care of him. He's so dear to us.
All devotees are helping. You'll be here for a few days?
All the time in Monday.
Yeah, we fly out tomorrow at 2 o'clock to Chandigarh and drive up to Monday.
can also visit Chandigarh temple while coming back. If you want, you can visit Chandigarh temple.
There's no reason why not.
On the way.
Probably on the way back.
On the way up, Lila Purushottam was waiting for us.
Yeah, we
But on the
like
way back, there's no reason we
just
can't.
leave early.
I don't care.
No, that's not a problem.
There's nothing to do that
Yeah.
day.
No,
It's a free day.
We do that.
It's a good idea. Thank you. I didn't even know there was one.
First go to Chandigarh, then fly to Mandi. That's your plan, huh?
Yeah, because there's another airport, but there are
Yes.
very few flights. Oh,
Flight from Dehradun also.
Yes, we looked. Last year I did Kulu, and not so long drive from there, but can't get the flights this time of year.
yeah, it's a seasonal flight. Before I forget, because I'll be in trouble. I told my wife Bhakti I was seeing you, and she said to give you her fondest respects, she adores you.
How many children you have?
I have 2 boys, they're good boys, and they have their own children. They're good boys.
I have become a grandfather.
6 times.
You are welcome to see. You are welcome to stay in Delhi anytime.
I appreciate. We want to work more with. We've been working with Brahm by Zoom, but he has such fascinating projects that we have to come back and work with him in person. I appreciate that.
Vidanand Maharaj.
He has 2 books coming out. One is a novel he wrote based on the Dhruva story of the Bhagavatam, and it's a page-turning novel. It's a lot of fun to read. I hope it gets some popularity. The second book is fantastic, and this is the one I think can take off. It's called Greater Bharata. It's his telling of the Mahabharata. It'll be 8 volumes. Volume 1 is at the printer now, and the audio book comes out this week. And he took the Mahabharata and he realized that Madhavacharya says it's wholesale corrupt. That's Madhavacharya's words. And the scholars say that, except for the Bhagavad Gita and the Bhishma Gita, there's a lot of corruption in it. So he said, how do I know what the real story of the Mahabharata is? He went back to the Bhagavatam. It says if he found something in the Mahabharata that's not in the Bhagavatam, he questioned it. And then he tried to imagine what these characters are like and make them real, not like some Bollywood kind of character. And I gave a draft of the manuscript recently to Kastuba and Raghunath, who do the famous radio show Wisdom of the Sages. They couldn't put it down. They said it's fascinating. So he's writing, and he's also helping a lot with the Bhaktivedanta Institute, because our major effort with the Institute is really not science, it's philosophy of science. And he's a philosopher. And we have 2 significant philosophers working with us. One of them is sitting next to me, Akhandadhi, who's a real metaphysicist, and then Hridayananda Maharaj. So he's very supportive of the BI, and he's writing his books. He's staying in California now, but hopefully he'll come back to Florida in the springtime. He's doing okay. He made peace in 2017. I don't remember if you were at the GBC meeting. I just don't remember. But he made peace with the GBC over, their concerns, his concerns. So he's GBC emeritus now, but it doesn't manage.
He's a genius.
He's true. His Mahabharata, in fact, does Maharaj listen to audiobooks?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay.
While doing puja,
Yeah.
he generally hears.
It's coming out now, his audiobook. He may like it. It's in Maharaj's own voice. He recorded it. And in fact, I will send a note right now and ask when it's out. And when it comes, if you give me your email, I'll
Yes.
send it to you.
Yes, sure.
Okay? You'll like it too.
Yes. You had Prashad?
Yeah, Prasad, yes.
Yeah, Prem Kishore took really good care of us. He stuffed us to here. And when I'm in India, I try not to eat at night to stay healthy. We'll
Whatever
always-
you want, you are most welcome.
I appreciate it. What can we do for you? All blessings, we love you. Always have, always will.
It should be okay by tomorrow, voice.
Okay. We're here until about 10:30. So Akhandadhi and I give class together tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow marriage class and all.
And then after class, he wants to see us, it's fine.
Yes, yes, that's all right.
We can even come by Sunday evening.
On the way back, yes.
Yeah, because we land about 4 o'clock, and I don't fly out till 3 in the morning or some godly time. So we may come back Sunday night to see,
Sure.
with the weather and the flights.
Yeah,
and
I'll
everything.
be in touch with Prem Kishore too.
Yeah. And if you give me your contact, I'll see
Yeah.
what he said. What's your name again?
Dashavtar Das.
Nice to meet you. I love what you do. You look a little like Maharaj.
वो पूछ दीजिए
Best definitely Lotus Feet.
Thank you very much, Maharaj.
We'll try to see you before we go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.